What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stash Free Sports channel. Let's have a serious conversation, guys. Let's get right into it. No intro, none of that stuff. This is a topic very touchy, and it's on a Tua head injury. And then the game just ended about an hour ago, maybe. And I've been looking on social media, we're looking online, we're looking everywhere on YouTube, and I can't find no one that agrees with me. But I still don't understand other people's vision, right? And that's me personally. My thoughts on the whole situation about Tua, the Miami Dolphins are not at fault. I just don't see how. And like I said, comment section down below is open. You can talk to me about it, give your opinion about it. Be kind and respectful. I'm not being nasty to you. Don't be nasty to me. But I just don't see it. I really don't see it, man. I watched the game live. You know, I saw the hands. I saw everyone putting up the research on it on social media and what it meant and what it was, and it looked disturbing. It looked graphic. Amazon Prime, the network kept showing the daggone replay, which was disgusting and disturbing. But all in all, it's up to Tua to play the game, guys. Going back to the Bills game, and I'm gonna go on that play as well. That what happened to Tua during that play. But going back to the Bills game, the stumble and all that, and the wobbliness of Tua back in that Bills game, that's on him to go back, no matter what anyone else says. Mike McDaniels, the owner, the GM, the team, whatever you want to put it on. The decision to go back in the game falls on the player, not the team. Yes, the staff could have said something, but people know how to fake concussion tests. I've had teammates in high school, 6, 7 concussions that they've been caught with. One person, not just a group, one person. But he had more than 6 or 7. Guarantee you, I promise you, I know for a fact. And I know more who have cheated our high school. I know more who have cheated college concussion tests. It's not hard to do, guys. If you ever had one, it's not hard to do. I never had one myself, honestly. Not a test, but I've seen and I know guys that have beat the test and still have been wobbly, still have been woozy, but still play because of love of the game. But like I said, that was in high school. That was in college. Tua Tagovailoa, who I root for a lot since seeing him in Alabama. I think very highly of him. I've been saying that for years. If you follow my channel, I like him a lot. But he get paid millions of dollars to play the game. One game doesn't change the aspect of a season. Not this early in the season. Not this early in the season. And going back to the Bills game, he shouldn't have came back. The world knows that. He decided to come back for his own reasons. He decided to play in this game for his own reasons. And you gotta respect that as people, as fans of the game. You have to respect that. CTE is not a hidden thing anymore. This is 2022, guys, going on 2023. We've seen docs, we've seen former players pass away, we've seen current players pass away, we've seen a bunch of things, studies on it, articles on it, all that stuff. It is not a hidden thing in 2022. The main case everyone wants to bring up is Junior Seau, and he really starts it for my generation. Like I said, I'm 27, pushing 30, so he's the first player I remember to uh, do harm to himself and in his own life because of CTE, or well, from CTE. And his brain was donated to science, and they found CTE on his brain really heavy, and the list goes on of players that have done that. And all the information we have in society and in today's sports world now, you cannot tell me the Dolphins are at fault. I just don't see it. Now, going to the play that happened, Tua has a case of holding the ball too long, which most young quarterbacks do, which isn't a problem. Well, it is a problem, but it doesn't happen like that. But the way Tua got slung down, got whiplash, it's not freak, but it's definitely not common. I played D tackle. you rarely get a chance to hit a quarterback or hit any receiver or running back like that. That was a hard whiplash. Big man to a small, and he just slung him down. You don't get whiplash like that too often, So, and his head bounced the ground. The back of his helmet hit the ground first, along with his elbow. So that was a freakish play. As I said, like I said, if you don't want to say freak, I just say not common. It's not a common play, but it's not rare either. But sometimes you land on your side. Like I said, I've hit running backs, I've hit quarterbacks the same way, whiplashed them over, but not on their head wasn't in question. It wasn't something that was impacted too hard, or where they were out or concussed, but they were, that is a big hit. And that for a fact. So when I seen it, I'm like, man, Tua should have thrown the ball away. Simple as that. Tua had the entire left field open. He's left-handed. He had a clear shot to throw the ball away. He cut back to the right side, right into the defender's arm, and just the angle, the way the big man had him, just slung him down. It just happened. So, if Tua would have threw the ball away, or slid, or ran or slid or something, or went out of bounds with it, or threw it downfield, game would have went on. There'll have been no injury, most likely. So you have to play smarter. You have to protect yourself. And that sort of thing, you kind of have to chalk up to RG3, especially if you have a bout with concussion already, supposedly from the Bills game, which, I say supposedly, which we all think is a concussion, but it was a quote unquote back and ankle issue from the Dolphins standpoint. So I have to say what they say, what medical staff say it was a ankle back issue, right? But if you're battling with concussions, battling with some lightheadedness, you can't take too much contact if you're Tua. Throw the ball away, run and slide down, something. Don't try to do too much on one play in the second quarter. You have to be aware. You have to know things yourself. You know, self knowledge is key. And you have to know how you're feeling. You have to know yourself first. And Tua's a smart guy. And like I said, I've been rooting for him since Alabama, since the draft, since the league, since his struggles. I still root for him. But you have to be self-aware. You have to be knowledgeable of things around you, and you have to also self-care. And Tua, he's make his own decisions. He's not a robot. He's not a puppet. He wants to play. He's gonna play. If he keeps making bonehead moves like he did, not throw the ball away, cut right into a defender's arms, and the angle he had, he got slingshotted and got whiplashed, it's gonna happen again, and you can't control that. You can't control that, man. So, the Dolphins medical staff definitely has some blame on it. But no matter what the staff says, no matter what the team owner said, no matter what anyone says, Tua was not made to come back and play. Tua chose to play, and he played. And look, even if he was concussed coming to this game, or still barely healing, or whatever you want to say, he played well. He played very well. But Tua has always held the ball a little too long. And this was a case of that going in the worst way possible. Especially coming off of a bad publicized week prior, a couple of days prior, with that Bills injury. So it's just a compound issue. But I don't fault the Dolphins at all. If your franchise guy said he wants to play, is the face of the franchise, the guy who makes all the big bucks, the guy you're gonna pay even more big bucks down the road potentially. Your team is hot right now. If he said he wants to play and he feel good and he beats the test, what can you say? What can you say about it, man? So to me, most of the blame, if you do a blame pie, blame pizza, whatever you want to do, most of it goes to Tua, some to the staff, some to the medical staff, some to the organization. But Tua has to take this on himself. He has to take this on himself and he has to really think about his future from this point on. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.